G'day, everybody. Welcome to Pencils at Dawn with me, Hockey, the ad hoc artist, the most dapper man in comics, back again. Been on a couple of weeks hiatus. Just sort of chilling, relaxing, not doing too much. But it's good to be back with everyone. Thank you very much. I'll bring everyone on. Firstly, I'll bring on my co-host, the wonderful other Australian, help keep run of the chat. It's Adam Campbell. Welcome, sir. How are you?
Hola, amigos, and I got my regular face back too. Speaking of regulars,
Yay!
we've got Alex Verb is going to be back shortly. Just remember, when you need a doing word, Alex is the man to see. Alex Verb.
And Jason's
We've
here
also got
too.
Jason's here too.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, Jason. Let's bring on our guest. He's just sitting in the back there. The creator of Dragon Rage, the wonderful, talented Inca extraordinaire, Jimmy Reyes. Welcome, sir. How are you?
What's up? Yeah. I was doing a couple of push-ups, getting ready. Getting loosening up there. Yeah, getting ready.
That's it. I can't see half of Jimmy's camo, so he's disappeared in the. No, just.
I'm ready for war, man. Ready for that war and that battle. Got the camo ready. So.
Yeah, buddy.
Me on. Jimmy's got a new campaign out of his IP Dragon Rage, which links are in the description. So, and I'm sure a few people will throw around some links as we go to. I know, Jimmy, you put it in the private chat, so Adam might be able to throw that into the chat every now and then too. That'd be good. Hen, welcome, Hen, the lovely British lady, come to join us. Hen likes to draw along, so I'm awesome. Glad that you're here, Hen. So she loves the drawing. So we are playing Pencils at Dawn. So Pencils at Dawn is a little silly game show that we use Jazz's Arty Games to play. Jazza is an Australian YouTuber. I would say he's probably the biggest art YouTuber that exists. So he's got 6 million followers, something like that. I don't know. He keeps growing. And so he created this little app, and we'll be using this to randomly generate some characters. In here, we do a character challenge. The first round is 20 minutes. The second round is 20 minutes. The third round is 10 minutes. Everyone in the chat gets to vote, including the lovely Amanda B. Thank you, Amanda B, for joining. I appreciate you being here.
I figured out Amanda B means, the B in Amanda B means she beat me to it.
Yeah.
I was just about to put the link up, and then all of a sudden there it was.
She did. Well done to you, Amanda. So when I hit... So, as I say, each round is a random prompt. So I have no idea what it's going to be. None of us do. It's all hidden within the app. As soon as I press go, the time will start. It's a demonstration. The time will start, and what we have to draw comes up on the screen. Now, Jimmy is allowed a veto. If we find it quite boring or whatever, we're just going, this is not going to be fun to draw. Jimmy, you are allowed a veto, so please, I'm going to move you up so you are actually in frame. There we go. So you can say, no, that'll be the most boring thing to draw. You can say, no, let's re-roll, and we'll do something new. So right. Time will end, and then everyone in the chat will get to vote. So I'll put up a poll. You'll get to choose who did the best regarding the prompts. So I think, hopefully Fanta's here. G'day, Fanta. Welcome to you. Just Call Me Hen did say she's not drawing today. She just woke up. I appreciate it. Oh, it's like midnight over there for her. So
it's the best time to draw when you just wake up.
Yeah, that's it. When the brain's just waking up, and you got all these weird dreams.
Thinking about the bills, you're not worried about feeding any offspring. You just it's creative.
So it's some of those crazy ideas, but so I will be sharing my screen, and you're going to share your screen too, Jimmy, I believe.
Yeah, I would. I've got. Well, mine's just right here in the background. So
awesome. I will switch over to mine as well. And yeah, we're Frog G, all ages. Go back, Frog G. It is shadow banned, so the only way to find it is through these links that people are throwing out. So, so please go check that out, along with Dragon Rage and all the other wonderful creators.
And don't forget Egg Beater.
Egg Beater is out too. I know you can follow Egg Beater
very shortly.
Indeed. So, Jimmy, are you ready, mate?
Yeah. Let's find out what the challenge is going to be. I'm curious.
That's it. I know it's going to be a doozy, I'm sure. Okay, ready to go. Are you ready, Mr. Timekeeper?
Timekeeper's ready.
Okay, 20 minutes in 3, 2, 1, go. So we have to draw an emo teenager that can't make up their mind who is wearing a cloak.
An emo teenager that can't make up their mind who is wearing a cloak? Like they're wearing the cloak, or so it's just a emo teenager?
An emo teenager can't make up. That's pretty much every emo teenager, isn't it?
Yeah.
Who's wearing a cloak. That sounds pretty much normal for an emo teenager. This is basically all right, I'm happy to draw that. So a good, nice, easy one to ease ourselves into it.
Yeah. I think.
Okay. So I'll take that down. If you are happy with that prompt, I can take down so people can see what we're drawing. So,
oh yeah. Are we supposed to start now? Because I started throwing.
Go for it.
Oh, okay.
Tick away.
All right.
Yeah. So emos.
You guys ever remember a short-lived comedy skit show called Hope is Emo?
No. Was it outside the UK or?
Oh no, it was US based. We thought it was part of the. We used to thought it was part of the one of the Saturday Night Live characters that did an offshoot of it. But yeah, it was pretty much every emo stereotype, like basically pushed into one little girl who couldn't stop crying about the meaning of words and something to do with yogurt, and yeah, I can't remember much. It was well over 10 years old, but yeah, it lived up to its name.
Now I'm actually going to change it a slight bit to say I'm going to have an emo teenager who wants to wear a cloak. So that's how I'm going to interpret it, because I'm thinking, okay, he could wear a cloak, but I'm going to have him wanting to wear a cloak, and he's going to try and decide which cloak to wear. So,
James Hayes, hello, Hockey, Jimmy, and the rest of you in chat. Hope you are having a great Tuesday.
Oh my God, it's Tuesday?
In some parts of the world.
In some parts, it's Wednesday for me. It's me and Alman. It's nearly 22:11 in the morning for us.
Yeah. I'm getting. Sorry about that. My phone comes through my computer.
Yeah, that's all right.
It started ringing.
For those in America, we have what's called the Australia rule. That is that even though we are one day, we may be late, but we are still one day ahead.
Yeah,
that's absolutely true. Yeah, you guys are in the future. So if you wouldn't mind sharing the lotto numbers.
The land of tomorrow.
Yeah, but it comes with stipulation that you have to share half the winnings. So
yeah.
If Jimmy shares half the winnings, then by the exchange rate, we get the full amount.
Yeah, I know. Woohoo!
Everybody wins.
Okay. Now, I think I need to make this. I find goths are more thin than this. I've drawn this person, so
yeah, they're sickly looking.
Yeah,
so they could be very puffy as well.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
emos
just
can
the.
be very puffy. Yes.
Oh yeah, like you mean the emo chick? Some of them could be. No, I'll bend in that joke because.
Yep. We were all going to. I was going to put my foot in it as well, but I stopped myself at the right moment. It's the hair. It's the hair. You can never tell. I've never understood that though, because they get so emotional where emo comes from, but they have great hair.
Fanta's going to share with me. Okay, rightio, Fanta. I'll secretly pass you those numbers, so it's only us two. Oh, TJ's here. Hey, TJ. Good to have you joining us. And I appreciate it. TJ's usually on Hen's channel a lot. So,
Hen has a channel. Awesome.
Yeah. She has a channel herself, and they just sit and talk shit basically.
We're down to the 15-minute mark.
15 minutes already.
I'm looking for new channels to watch, so I have to look that up.
And now, no offense to all the Americans, but it is a nice change to hear some British accents every now and then. So,
what if we could get Choke Out on here one day?
Oh God, I've been on plenty of streams with Choke Out, and he's got the accent and he talks so fast. And then afterwards he goes, "You know what I mean, mate?" I'm like, "No, it sounded like English, but I'm not sure it is. I don't know what you just said."
No, if we had a guest like Choke Out on board, it would probably be just slinging insults between Australia and England all day.
Yeah, he's pretty hilarious. I like hanging out with Choke Out. He's always over on Malin's channel when I'm over there.
Does Choke Out draw?
No, he just hangs out and talks, a bunch of smack to everybody. That's about it.
It's always good to have the occasional like comic fan on board as well. I think he's a musician, like DJ.
Oh yeah, I half the stuff he says. I go. I heard music. I think you said the word music, and then he had to explain to me. He kept saying birds. You know what I mean, mate? I'm not going to know the birds and the birds and the birds.
The birds love it. The birds love it, mate. The birds got their hands all over me.
Yeah, and I was like, "Are you saying birds?" And he's like, "Yeah, mate, birds. I think you guys call them. Yeah, I think you guys call them chicks." And I was like, "Oh, is that why you've been saying birds?" I was like, "This guy really likes the attention of birds. Like, does he think birds are following him and chasing him around? Like what?" But he didn't mean the feathery things. He meant women, And it took me forever to learn that. Yeah, I was like, Choka, you got to explain this stuff, man. We're Americans. We don't pay attention to other countries. We don't know other cultures. But yeah, it's fun with Choka. He's hilarious.
So a reminder of the topic today is an emo teen who can't decide wearing a cloak. So an emo teen in a cloak who can't make a decision.
We're going to have the hair basically mostly covering the face, at least covering an eye. So
yeah, I was going to say the emo thing. Hey, thanks for giving that suggestion out there, Hockey. See that? You helped improve mine here.
Yeah, I'm going to help. Yeah, that's it. I'm here to help. So
I'm going to steal that one.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Because I noticed with Jimmy's emo hair over there, like it's got a very Sandman type.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only person that I knew that was emo was like the Sandman.
Oh, that's true. Well, I mean, at least the Netflix Sandman's emo.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I haven't seen it. I'm just not. I didn't really like the comic. I read it and I was going,
really?
Yeah, I wasn't a fan.
Wow. Well, I mean, I was more a fan of Death than the girl who would be Death. You know,
Yeah.
that was more of the things that I was into back in the 90s.
Yeah, I just didn't. Just didn't get into it. I could see what they were trying to do, and I thought, okay, yeah, but it just didn't appeal to me. I thought, no, it's not for me, that one.
So according to TJ, birds are scoose women. Amanda B, Alex VRB is just away from keyboard at the moment. He'll be back soon.
Yeah.
Oh, apologize, my doggy's out there.
Oh, that's all right.
Well,
No, there's a bit of a storm sort of brewing. It's pretty windy outside here, so we've had some storms a bit lately, and so yeah, I thought if lightning starts crackling and such, we might and I disappear for a moment. You'll know why.
Well, we're about 20 seconds past the 10-minute mark, so we're 9:38 and counting.
Okay. It's all the
Next
black
morning will be around 5 minutes.
I've got black everywhere. That's the.
Don't feel left out there, Jimmy. I did have a couple of emo jokes that I did want to include with the show today, but I think they might be a little bit too abstract. Yeah.
No, go ahead. I thought you were going to say, but they're all about Americans.
Oh, no. It's just emos in general. No.
Oh.
No.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, well, I started I started a pest control business a while back, which dealt with clusters of emos that happen in people's houses. You just throw in a pack of razor blades and some newfound glory, then just pick up the bodies afterwards.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I mean, why are they always so unhappy? You know?
Yeah.
I developed the best lawn ever. It cuts itself.
Yeah.
Emo lawn.
It's an emo lawn, yeah.
I mean, if you don't mind black grass on the front of your house, but other than that, it's low maintenance.
Yeah. You know, isn't it supposed to be emos for emotions, right? Emotional, but why is it always just one emotion? Like, why are they just...
Yeah, I know. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
there's a YouTuber by the name of Dr. K. He does a channel called The Healthy Gamer, and he goes through psychological profiles of different like legit psychological profiles of different people with mental health issues, and he's surmised that just a moment, I just need to have a sorry about that. He's actually worked out that because the emo subculture suppresses their emotion, they find it difficult to latch on to emotions outside of their experience. So anything new that they experience becomes such a strong reaction that their first reaction is sadness, to look for the worst in that particular thing. So everything to them is negative by default. Cool. It's like emotional numbness, but at the same time too, the stimulation of something new becomes so overwhelming that it becomes a crying fit or an emotional outburst, like an anger outburst or those sort of things. It's interesting stuff.
Yeah.
Although what puts them in that mindset in the first place is beyond me. And Rumbleroo has joined us.
Hey, g'day, Rumbleroo.
All right. I get very emo though when my wife tells me no. You know, I still throw my fit on the floor and threaten to cut myself. You know, if
Oh well.
When the cookies run dry.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just normal panties. I have a tantrum every now and then. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Alex Verb is back.
Hey, welcome, Alex.
Hey.
When Alex's a doing word, you need Alex Verb.
Yeah, and that's today's competition. Draw what you think Alex Verb looks like. You missed it, Alex. So. This is our interpretation of
This is it, Alex.
based on all your chat posts.
Hail Hexellen.
Hex is here.
Hex
Hello,
is here.
my brother. My twin brother Hex is here.
There's a second Dapper Man in comics?
Yeah, yep.
No.
He's we look exactly alike, Hex and I. So
Yeah, same complexion, everything.
Yeah.
5 minutes to go.
5 minutes already. Goodness.
Sorry about the interjection there, just making sure that the time stays on track there, but
You're doing a great job of that. Thank you, because I always need to know where I'm at time-wise.
yeah, but because of the Australia rule, of course, like we're keeping time, but you've still got a day to finish the rest of your work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 24 hours and 5 minutes.
Plenty of time. So anyone who's come in, the prompt is an emo who
You can't decide.
hasn't made up his mind and is wearing a jacket. So that was the prompt. I haven't.
Are we changing it to jacket now? Okay, that's cool. Jacket. Yeah.
Or was it coat or something like that? Was it
Cloak.
cloak? Yeah, that's right.
The jacket works too.
Actually, it was a cloak. So I'm just gonna.
Oh.
I can quickly fix that.
Yep. If anyone remembers playing the old Discworld video game, there was a scene where Rincewind had to infiltrate a secret cult, and the only way in was to steal a black robe from a fishmonger, and the bloke behind the door he learns how to do the secret knock, and this pair of eyes comes out and says, "We can't let you in, lad. There's nothing black and foreboding about you. Where's your robe?" This is a dark cult. Where's your robe? Go get your robe.
That was a good game. It kept that comedy that
Terry Pratchett style,
Pratchett.
yeah.
Terry Pratchett comedy is so good. It was a loss when we lost him, and so unfortunately, but no, he was such a good writer, and it's such a shame to have lost him. But you know, we can look back on his stuff, and
his daughter was well and truly involved getting the Watch series started up on BBC, but then unfortunately the TV executive sent the entire thing over to BBC to another branch of the BBC overseas, and that screwed up the source material completely. So outside of, and Rihanna just had to step away and said, "Nope, this is not my father's legacy. I don't want to be a part of this."
Yeah, right. Yeah,
It's a shame because if you watch if you do get to see the Watch and think of it outside of the Terry Pratchett
Discworld
thing, it would have stood on its own. It's a little woke, but it would have stood on its own quite well.
Have you read any of the Watch, any of Discworld stuff, Jimmy? Have you?
What is it called?
Discworld by Terry Pratchett. Have you read any of the books? I'm assuming not.
No.
The best part is you don't have to read them in order.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, and he has. So the Discworld's like this massive world, but he have runs of stories. My favorite run is the Watch. it's just fantastic. But he's got these different pockets. Death. A lot of people love the death stories, so it's a literal character who runs around and starts to gets an apprentice, and it's just a funny character. He tries to figure out what like human emotions are and all that type of stuff. So yeah, he's it's a really good series, and
30 seconds.
Really whacked out comedy. So very British.
Oh, hail Perth Comics.
Perth is here. That is a rare person to come along. Hello, Perth. Good to see you, sir.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Oh, crikey, that went quick.
So the last 10 seconds for those of you, 4, 5, 3, 2, 1, and time.
I was going to put in chains, but I kind of ran out. So awesome, everyone. Okay, let me just get the poll set up in the chat. Start a poll. Round 1.
So the first prompt here for those who just arrived, it is an emo teen who cannot decide what to wear, cannot decide wearing a cloak.
Yes. Okay, I'll bring mine up first as the baseline. So here we go. So here's my my emo. So I decided he's not wearing the cloak. He's trying to decide between which cloak. The cloaks are exactly the same, but he has no. He's just going, oh, which one? This one? Oh, this one? Yeah.
What was
and
that?
He's got his classic shirt on. So
I think it's
that,
great.
That shoe ad for Foot Locker years ago. It's like the emos hold the shoe. Got them in black. You got me blacker.
Yeah. Need more black. Yeah.
There's an Australian comedian from a few years ago. He used to do. He's called the 12th Man. So and he did this cricket stuff. And he would imitate people's voices. It was like these tapes, comedy tapes. And there was this one character that he would do. He'd do voices of these real people. And it was
he was really good.
Yeah, he was fantastic. Oh, yes, marvelous effort, super effort. Which jacket shall I wear? Should I wear the cream, the bone, the white, the off-white, the ivory, the beige? And because he just wears the same jacket all the time, so it's just calls a different name. So I just think of that every time. So, okay, now that's mine. Let's show Jimmy's. Nice. That's awesome.
Well, you guys said it looked like Sandman, so I thought, it'd be kind of cool if, like, maybe Sandman
why not? Look,
with Sandman Jr., like, just pick one,
Pick one. Oh, that is fantastic. Everyone is voting away. Please, everyone in the chat, jump on there, vote for your favorite. Vote for Jimmy's. Because it is fantastic.
I think they're both great. I mean, if I had looked up and saw what you were doing, I would have just stopped. I would have been intimidated. You did a great job. I'm glad I didn't look up at the screen.
So yeah, everyone jump in the chat. I've got 9 votes with 7 eyeballs. So that's impressive. Awesome. I want to vote for my hat. Thank you.
Yeah.
The hat
gets a vote.
This hat was so I did a stream on Global Frequency to raise money to buy this hat, and then the rest of the money went to charity. So thank you everyone for buying artwork to raise money for charity. I really appreciate that. Sorry. Got to go with Emo Dad. That's all right. I agree. Emo Dad is. I'm going to end the poll because we got more votes than we got eyeballs, which is great. So I'll end the poll, and Jimmy has come out on top on that one. Well done, Jimmy.
Hey.
Woohoo!
Well
awesome.
played.
There's 1 point for Jimmy. 66 to 33. So it was a little close, but did well. That's awesome. That was fantastic. Okay. on to the next round. Let's bring the thing back in. So, so again, this round is also 20 minutes. Same thing, character design, and if you are ready, we'll hit. Oh, go, Matt's here.
We're ready.
Hey, Matt. Sorry, he did say he wanted to vote for me. I just didn't call him out and say g'day. Sorry,
Thanks, Matt.
Sorry, Matt. Okay, in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, we have to draw up. I'm assuming that meant to say pilot.
Oh, there's a piloting.
I think it. I think it's just a grammatical error. A pilot that is always accompanied by a domestic pet who has a spare bionic arm.
It just makes playing pets so much easier.
Just let me know whenever.
Yeah, go.
Well, it's really underway. Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Go for it. A pilot that is always accompanied by a domestic pet who has a spare bionic arm. Oh my goodness!
Now, does he have the spare bionic arm, or does the pet have the arm?
Well, you can take that. It usually, just because the way it's structured, they usually mean the pilot. But you can take this however you like. If you want to give the pet a bionic arm, by all means. Okay. Such a cliche. Okay, rightio. I'm gonna take it down. So I think we've got it, and we'll start drawing. So let me get. I have an idea, but I just don't know if I can do it in 20 minutes. So we'll try.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's like you get an idea, but then you gotta execute it, and
yeah, exactly,
very quickly.
And I'm trying to think of the inside of a plane as well. So
yeah, me too, with no reference. Just like
I was going, oh gosh. Now you can bring up reference. You can use this time because you can bring up references if you want to. There's no rules about that, but it is your own time. So
yeah.
So use the time as you see fit. You want to sit and have a cup of tea for 10 minutes and think, yeah, I've got this. Yeah, go for it. Oh goodness.
The link's up on the description there for Dragon Rage if you need to back it now. If you want to back it now. If you have to back it now. Now is the time.
Back
Yes.
Dragon Rage.
Got to back Dragon Rage.
Okay. Okay, yeah, Okay. And the co-pilot is going to be a domestic pet. Okay. Oh, I want a funny domestic pet though. Is a chicken domestic enough, or is that too much of a farm animal?
You get domesticated.
You're talking to a man who lives in Texas in America, where we have chickens as pets.
Yeah, I own 2 chickens as well. So
yeah.
Awesome. Okay, well, it's a chicken. It is. They're such strange animals, chickens. We've only had these chickens for 6 months, maybe a little less, 5 months. They are such weird animals. They're hilarious. But,
Yeah, Matt Kevlar's come in with a interesting suggestion here. Bionic chicken.
But yeah,
A
bionic chicken.
You can have spare limbs for a bionic chicken. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've kind of got, so I decided to go with an extra arm that's coming from a backpack of the pilot that's helping him, because it's a spare bionic arm. Doesn't say that he has to have it in his back pocket or whatever. I'm saying he's still using it, so it's attached to him, coming off of his back, helping him fly the plane. So
Yeah.
Okay, we want to. Some clouds in the background, maybe. I might make that a little smaller so we can see more of the outside. So we can actually see that they're in a plane.
Now, I've already put up the link to Egg Beater, but Rumbaroo's already beaten me to a comment that he placed earlier over here of chickens being the closest living relative to the T-Rex. So now we've found out which came first, the chicken or the Egg Beater. The chicken came first, yes.
If I have time, I'm just putting this in as a little side thing. I'll draw Superman flying next to the plane. Anyway,
very, very, very creative.
if I have time, I don't know if I'll have time to do it. So we'll see. Okay, fingers. Okay, I think I need a captain's hat. Oh yeah, that's right. They wear particular type of hat, don't they? Okay.
So according to Perth, you'll get he's getting drawn into Egg Beater. Does that mean he becomes one of your victims, Hockey?
Did Perth buy the drawing? So I think there's a couple. So there is a drawn-in tier, I believe, in the comic itself, but then there's also an extra one that tier that I will draw them, whoever purchases it, being killed by Egg Beater, and they will get the original artwork. So
wait, are you doing the art for Egg Beater?
No, I'm just helping out. So I've done a couple of trading cards and such, but I have part on the campaign where I'm doing a drawing of someone being killed, and person who purchases that gets the original artwork and a copy of the book, and so they get drawn into a personal drawing. So
wow, who's emo now?
Yeah.
Drawing death and morbid.
Yeah. So I can have a kind of a quirky sense of humor. So
creative.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word we use. We use creative.
Yep, art by Vinny Scatena.
Yeah. Vinny's a good artist. He's got a really unusual style which matches the book. So go check it out if you are so inclined. It's not an expensive book either. So it's only like $10 or something like that. It's $10-15. I can't quite remember. Yeah. Okay. Yep, that'll do. What we got? 11 minutes left.
Okay. Thereabouts. We're down to 11 minutes and 10 seconds and counting.
Rightio. I have a baseline, so let's start working on the.
Yeah, it sounds like a lot of time, but it goes by so fast.
It does go by really quick. Wait until next round when you only got 10 minutes. You're thinking, I didn't even have time to think.
Next call is in 5 minutes when it comes up.
Perth is saying I should draw Egg Beater 2. Vinny's a good artist, so but I believe that Egg Beater will be a standalone story. So if you buy it, there's no sequel. There may be something in the future, but this is a standalone story, Egg Beater. So if you buy it, you'll get a beginning, middle, and end. But there might be some other things tied into the world for future, and maybe you never know. Ali and I are working on several projects together, so
Yeah, a standalone story can be satisfying, I think.
yeah.
Well, several subjects, several stories, mine included. So when I can get back into it. Oh, by the way, I've just sent Ali the character descriptions, so we should be not working out a script very soon.
Oh, cool! You're writing?
Yeah, I'm writing a separate story for one of my characters, I could say. I did a bit of world building about 20 odd years ago. Just a bit.
Yeah,
okay, 9 minutes. Well, it's hockey knows that it's a little bit more than a bit, but yeah. I presented hockey at one stage with a book that I made with some of the reference material that I had in mind for my project, and it came with a wooden cover, and the paper on the inside was weather damaged, and almost like found material sort of thing.
Oh wow!
Yeah, a lot of work went into that. So
yeah, I was gonna say it's creative. God, man, it's a lot of work.
Well, thank you, but don't worry, it's a combined effort there, Fanta. Okay, we're down to 8 minutes and 11 seconds and counting.
I'm running out of time.
Is that Mr. Peabody in the back of Jimmy?
No, it's Mr. H Body.
Mr. H Body, yes.
Yeah.
Of course, following the tradition of Egg Beater, if Egg Beater 2 does come out, it will be done, of course, by Rumbleroo Comics. He's going to be calling it Ovum Smasher.
What? That sounds fair.
It's going to be a hit. Yes. A smash hit. Now, see, that's going to be a bit of a hard question to answer. So Egg Beater dies, asked Perth Comics. Well, we don't know.
I don't know. I actually have no idea what the story myself. I don't want it to be spoiled. I like finding out when. So I have no idea if all I know is that his family is dead. So maybe he sacrifices himself for who knows. Ellie knows, of course, but I don't.
Mm-hmm. Hex Allen Comics describes it as very poetic.
Poetic.
Hang on, guys. Sorry, here.
Jimmy's got a cheers word. Well, it's also not so much a spoiler. It's more an outline of the story. I mean, it may end, but then we don't know how it's going to end.
Yeah, no idea. So
Now, should we pause for Jimmy?
Jimmy can have extra time, so that's fine
Time.
with me.
Yep, that's cool. All right. Now, speaking of, we'll just put up the link for Dragon Rage.
Dragon Rage now on Indiegogo.
Indiegogo.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that. Having technical difficulties.
That's okay. No, we'll give you a little bit extra time as
well.
well.
No, I'm done. There, I just put in a little stuff here. No, my my printer wasn't working, and we got to print some stuff out. So.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Okay, to the uninitiated, Jimmy, tell us a bit about Dragon Rage.
Yeah, Dragon Rage is a story. It's really about two kings who've been lifelong adversaries. And one is a king of dragons. He's the last of his kind. The other is a king of man, and he's a man king. He rules a very powerful kingdom, and in his kingdom, he has these humans that have a rare ability to capture the rage of a dragon, and they can capture its rage, killing the dragon, and wield its powers as their own. So they can have the power of a dragon. So he's very, very powerful ruler because he has these particular warriors in there.
Can the power vary from dragon to dragon, or
yes,
or
the
what?
power from dragon.
Yeah.
The power varies from dragon to dragon, and the older the dragon, the more powerful the dragon is. And at one time, the dragons used to voluntarily give their rage when they were going to expire. You know, they were ancient dragons; they were very powerful, but they're not immortal. You know, and so when the time came, they would kind of bond with a particular human, and this is when they discovered we call them the Jugari. The Jugari are the ones that are kind of like Jedis. They have only certain people have this ability, and then the dragons would merge with them, you know. And after a while, they want to make more Jugari, and those with the ability, they would have them go out and actually just start killing these dragons, taking their powers. And so dragons are no longer the guardians of man; they're almost extinct. And now it's turned on the Jugari. Now that someone's hunting down the Jugari.
Oh wow!
And they're trying to take the powers that the Jugari have, take their dragon rage, and put it into a crown, making an ultimate powerful weapon called the Crown of Fire, allowing them to rule over both dragons and Jugari. So it's very political. It's a deep story. I hope I didn't undersell it. It's really well written. I'm not the best when it comes to plugging or promoting books. Dave Philpott, my writer, he's excellent, excellent writer, and it's a great story. I think you guys will really like it. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Now this is the second book.
It's a retelling. It's a reboot.
Yeah, that's what I thought it was. Someone was saying it was a sequel, but I'm going, no, I think it's not. I think it's
it's a good jumping on point if you guys missed the first book. This way you don't have to have any connection to the previous book. We've gone in a whole new direction, and it's reimagined. You know, it's the story has grown. It's much deeper. So it's something I'm really proud of. It's a really great, good book. It's fun to draw. And if you guys are curious, want more information, you go to dragonragecomic.com, and every day for the next 22 days remaining on my campaign, I will be drawing Dragon Rage every day. something Dragon Rage are doing an update. Yeah, you can watch the progression of the comic.
30 seconds.
Good. Yep. I'm sure you can spell very well there, Hexalon, but I think dragons do right.
Oh, that is time by the looks.
And that is time. That is time.
Okay, rightio. Let me set up in the chat the poll for round 2. I think I overreached for this one, so and it didn't turn out as I planned. Round 2. Ask your community. Right, yeah, I'll bring mine up as the baseline. So this is what I end up having. So I have my pilot. He's got his bionicle arm that's sort of coming from his back, flicking switches. He has his chicken as a co-pilot, and he's just sitting in the plane. So, so yeah,
I think it was a non-flying bird flying. You know,
yeah, that's it. It's getting
awesome.
the bird's getting its flying out of the road. You know, it's going. Oh, you know, I can't
It's always good to have aspirations.
Yeah, aspirations.
Yeah. Speaking of aspirations, old Dirty Fatty, I swear I'm still practicing and I'll be on there soon.
Well, I should just force you on, old Dirty Fatty, and just do it. So, okay, let's bring. I can see the little tiny thing. This is looking awesome. This is fantastic.
It is Peabody. Oh, H-Body.
Yeah, it's H-Body back here. So these guys are on they're in their plane, and he's looking out like, how are we doing? And he's looking out going, we're doing great. Big old smoke coming out the engine on the side, and he's wearing.
This is a winner.
Yeah,
this is fantastic.
Guys, can you guys kind of tell who that guy is? A little doggy there.
Well, Sherman. I mean Herman. We're doing absolutely fine.
Yeah. He's got hockey's hat on, glasses, and bow tie. So,
look at that! It's so good. It's so good. Everyone, jump in the chat, vote away. We've got 4 votes so far. I got 8 people watching. Everyone, look, if you don't vote for this picture, I don't know.
I should have made him give him a little thumbs up. You know, like, we're doing all right. You know, we're good. Don't worry. Kind of like the Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, where the Sean Connery, he's like, he's like, how are we doing? He's like, they got us when he shot the plane himself. You know, so it's the kind of they got us. Yeah,
that is fantastic. So jump in the chat. Vote for Jimmy, because that's like the pilot looks fantastic. My pilot was I just say, nah. I just kind of lost it halfway through.
It's different eras, you know. I'm different type of planes. One's a fighter, the other looks like a cargo, and FedEx pilot. You know, it looks great. I think you even gave him the badge.
That's Flyboy and his dog. So
Flyboy and his dog.
Awesome. Yeah, fantastic. We've got 7 votes, 9 eyeballs. Can we get a couple? It's actually a lot closer than I thought. I don't know how, but
yours is great. I mean, the chicken, you know, the flying chicken.
The flying chicken.
I love it. You
know. Okay. Well, if we get can we get 2 more votes in the next few seconds? I'll close it down. Otherwise, 2 votes could change it, but I don't think so. So I'm going to end the poll so we can move on. Jimmy has gotten another point. So Jimmy, you are the overall winner.
Oh, we
So
were
far-
tied, or is that what was
So
going
there's
on?
no type, but we will do one more round to see if I can redeem myself
The
and
10-minute
at least
round.
get a point, or do you get a clean sweep? Ooh, this is so.
Oh,
Okay, so because the last round is tricky because we only have 10 minutes for this one. So
Timer's ready.
so 10 minutes on the timer. Final round to see if I can redeem myself or Jimmy just wipes the floor with me. After what I've seen so far, I'm not expecting a point. So
I thought yours were all great. I don't know how I've taken them.
I know, absolutely spot on stuff. Are you ready for the final round, sir?
Yeah.
Reluctantly,
Oh,
yes, indeed.
yeah.
So, okay,
All right,
here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
go.
So, in 10 minutes, we have to draw the Grim Reaper that is controlled by machines who is burning.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
He's on fire.
Okay, rightio. Start drawing because the timer is ticking away. Who's burning?
The Green Reaper that is controlled by machines who are burning.
Okay.
This one's only 10 minutes, so
10 minutes. I know.
holy cow.
Stick figures are acceptable.
Yeah. Okay. The Green Reaper, so I'm going with stick figure here. Luckily, he's
It would be easy if they had the full 10 minutes, Hex Allen, but the full 10 minutes, the full 20 minutes. 10 minutes. This is going to be a challenge. We're already down to just under 8 minutes now.
golly, that's crazy to think. Time is already.
I know. The burning part, though. Okay. It's it's not easy, but I have an idea, but I'm trying to incorporate the burning part, and I'm just thinking,
What's a burning Grim Reaper would be Ghost Rider.
Oh, yeah.
kind of, yeah.
Mm.
Oh, they're coming to get you, Jimmy.
Yeah. They found me. Oh, no.
They're coming to take me away, ha ha. They're coming to take me away, ha ha.
Okay, rightio. There's a bit of an underdrawing, so let's go with that. Let's start throwing in some shapes, some line, inner lines now. So
I'm loving this bit of dialogue going on here between Hen and Fanta at the moment to decide who's singing and it just shows that they're enjoying the game, you know. There's a bit of music in the background.
So what have they decided? What's the
Yeah, Fanta's been singing.
what's she singing? Is she
Good question. Fanta, what are you singing? Oh, shush, it wasn't about you singing. Okay, so we've just reached 5 minutes and 59 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
Wow.
What do you say about my son?
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm all things to all people, but I mean,
Okay.
Reapers on
Right.
fire.
The concentration between us here is pretty intense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, some person's here.
Hey, some person. Good to see you. We're in the final. I will take that down so you can see what we're drawing.
Yep.
But yeah, we're in the final round. Jimmy has already won, so I'm trying to redeem myself with getting a point. Jimmy's trying to wipe the floor with me. So
So
what I've seen of Jimmy so far, it's kind of likely that that's going to happen. Okay, I want some cables coming from the back here.
It sort of does, like as some person said, I do this on an 80s death metal album. It sort of does remind you, like description wise, of a heavy metal vinyl, like a vinyl cover.
yeah, that's true.
So they airbrushed into the maybe airbrushed on the side of a van
Yeah. Yeah. Airbrushed into a van.
or the fuel tank of a motorbike. Or I mean, it depends on the depiction of the Grim Reaper as well.
4 minutes left, just under 4 minutes. Okay,
Just under.
there we go.
Okay. Your next timing reminder will be at the 2-minute mark.
Now I've got to draw a robot. Okay, robot here in the background.
Alex Bird with the 1-2 punch coming in with a Dragon Rage link.
Hey, all right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Share that link out.
Share the link. Back the project. Can a land be ruled by 2 kings?
Right.
Billy
Actually, no,
Billy Basco says that the character in that is his favorite character out of all the CG. So,
Oh yeah, Billy's. That's a big compliment coming from Billy Basco. Yeah, he likes horny chicks because I have a girl that's got horns. And that's what he tells me. He's like, she's the best one. She's so horny. I was like, okay. Yeah.
although that is an interesting point there, Jimmy. Can a land be ruled by 2 kings? Or we'll have to read the book and find out.
Yeah. Got to read the book. You know?
Some person says, I like how the different approaches are. I like how the different approaches are. One with a cinematic, dramatic technique, and the other one in the event of the Dilbert universe. Ooh,
yes, I kind of have. I will say mine is very Dilberty like.
well, for 10 minutes, I mean, you do what you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. 10 minutes. God.
Okay, we're down to 1 minute and 37 seconds and counting.
Goodness. Okay. I'm just trying to draw back the robots that are controlling him in the background. So,
It's got a lot of metaphor to it, like robots controlling death.
Yeah, that was intentional, of course.
The machines will be the death of us.
Yeah.
We're 10 seconds away from the 30-second mark. You'll get your call then.
Okay.
And 30 seconds from now.
30 seconds. I'm just
20 now.
Goodness. There's not much I can add to this. So
10 seconds.
okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time.
Oh wow.
It's probably a good thing you guys are working on tablets, because like sweat stains on a page might not work for us.
Okay.
Unless you're doing watercolors.
Okay. Round 3, ask your community. Okay, I'll bring mine up as the baseline. So this is what I came up with.
It's great.
So I've got the smoke pouring out of the Grim Reaper because it's short circuiting, and so it's burning up inside, and the cables coming out from under the robes. The robots are there going, "Oh no! Ah, he's on fire!"
I like it. You put the Green Reaper as the one that's burning. I put the machine that was burning.
Yeah,
we both. I interpreted it differently. I thought.
Yeah. So yeah, I went with the slightly different, but yeah. Okay, let's show Jimmy's here. Oh wow, that's an awesome looking Grim Reaper too.
That's a tattoo right there.
Oh, that
so
is.
There's the machine. I didn't go into too much detail on the machine back there. Just kind of hiding behind the smoke. Just like what? I'm not really here controlling them.
That's insane. Yeah, I just saw at. We got 2 votes. Everyone, jump in the chat. Vote. Look at this. This is what you did in 10 minutes is amazing. That's fantastic. Well done. Goodness. See, this is the look of an experienced, talented creator right here. So, what he can do.
Is that a sparkle on the side blade up there?
What's that?
Is that a sparkle on the side blade on top there?
Yeah, he's got a little sparkle coming from the side. So yeah, that's awesome. Well done. That
I was thinking of lighting from the fire behind him. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard to shake the.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Trying
Fantastic.
to render and draw at the same time under 10 minutes.
Yeah, I
and
know.
create a scene.
And what they say that yours is this cinematic pose and all this, and I've got comedy. I've just got this crazy looking weird thing in the background.
Well, that's our backgrounds. I mean, we're 2 different styles of artists, and so.
I looked at hockey. Yeah, I looked at hockeys there, and so I've got the like it looked like Dilbert for a distance, but when you bring it up like even larger, it's almost like Family Guy's version of Death.
Yeah.
And I'm waiting for Norm Macdonald to come through. Like,
yeah, it does remind me of Family Guy. Yeah. Yeah, and little Jetsons robots back there.
Yeah.
It's great. I like it. I think it's.
I asked for hot chocolate. All I wanted was cocoa, but I didn't make it with crack.
Well, as I say, when it gets down to a couple of like 10 minutes and such, I just go cartoons. So that's my style. But
trying to simplify the drawing to speed it up. It's tough.
It is tough. So we got
Did
7 votes.
Most of the show,
What's
Geek
that,
Avenger, Geek Avenger came in. He missed most of the show, but he can catch up.
Make a vote anyway, Geek. So it was the Grim Reaper who was on fire, controlled by robots, or burning. Grim Reaper was burning, or something like that. So, So yeah, it's that's what we came up with. Make a vote. I don't. It's been sitting on 7 votes for the last 30 seconds. So I'll end the poll. And it looks like I did get a point to redeem myself. Only, but
right, that's cool.
But the overall winner is Jimmy with. I would agree. I would say that 3 absolutely fantastic drawings. So, so that was brilliant. Jimmy is the overall winner. Well done to you, Jimmy. Good work.
Thank you.
Done, sir.
You know, it's a lot of fun. I love just the challenge of drawing. And then I love the interpretation from another artist. You know, you get to see what they did.
And that's exactly what I love too. I love seeing what people come up with. So I love to see like how you took that direction. You took that prompt and just going, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go like this. And what you come up with. Absolutely amazing stuff. So
thank you.
Absolutely brilliant. You can see some of this style of artwork that Jimmy has created, this marvelous drawings on Dragon Rage, which is now on Indiegogo. You can go back that. Links are in the description. And you can find Jimmy. He's got his own website. He's got his own YouTube channel. He's on Twitter. Everywhere. Jimmy's everywhere. So
yeah.
Jimmy's everywhere, man. Jimmy's everywhere.
Cockroach of CG. I'm all over the place, man.
Can't be squished. So he thrives on the dark.
Can't get rid of me. I'm there.
Jimmy was just streaming early this morning. So today, sorry. This morning for me, sorry. So every day you're drawing, you're doing product stuff. That's fantastic.
Yeah, letting backers know what the progress is throughout the campaign. You know, so if you've backed the campaign day 1, I think it's nerve-wracking to sit through the whole campaign and like, okay, what happened? So I think it's a good way to keep them up to date. Let them see that. I mean, why wait to after the campaign to start drawing? I have to draw it anyway, so I'll get it now. And when the campaign closes, less to do and less wait time. That's it. Well, it works in multiple ways that you're getting people interested in what you're doing, what you're drawing. You're getting viewers, and then and few of those they will actually transition onto going, oh look, I really like what he's doing there. I'm going to go check out this campaign and back it. So, especially those that are on the fence and they watch you as you're drawing and they get a better idea of what you're pitching, what the book's about, and they go, oh, I like it. Either they like the art or they hear more about the story and go, I want to hear more.
yeah, definitely. No, it's a good strategy, but it's a great tool as well because you're drawing it. You might as well share it out and let people learn more about the process and everything. It's absolutely fantastic. So please, everyone, go check out Jimmy's stuff, and you'll be able to find him everywhere. Any final words, Jimmy? So, any other things that you promote? Anything else? So.
Fanta covered it for me. They were asking what my channel was. It's just Jimmy Reyes art across the board. On YouTube, it's Jimmy Reyes art videos, and you'll find me on there, or just Jimmy Reyes art, and you'll find me. Yeah,
and I do have those links as well in the description. So, check
thank
out
you. Thanks.
Thank you very much for coming on, Jimmy. It was an absolute pleasure to have you. Well-deserved win by you. So
I don't know. I think the chat was super nice. Your stuff was great, and yes.
Thank you. And thanks everyone in the chat. We couldn't do this without you. We have so much fun drawing and entertaining, and just come out with fun. And thank you everyone for voting. We really appreciate it. Thank you, Adam, for joining us, co-hosting once again. And,
thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you. It was nice meeting you.
I don't have an outro, so it's usually awkward waves goodbye. So see you, everyone. Awkward waves.